Hey, everybody, Coach T. I wanted to talk to you about gratitude. I talked about it not too long ago, but most recently I was in a conversation with a group of preteens and teens, and I asked a question, I posed a question to them, and I asked them how often do they thank their parents for all the things that they have and the things that they get to do. And their answers range from 6 or 7 times a year to a couple times a week. And I'm like, that's pretty good, but it's also a big gap. So then we delve a little bit into what gratitude is. And I asked them what gratitude was. And a few of them said, well, gratitude is the act of kindness. And I said, well, actually, gratitude is an emotion. And the definition of it is the quality of being thankful, not just being thankful, but the quality and being intentional with it. And so I then went on to explain to them or ask them, do you realize how much your parents sacrifice or your guardians sacrifice and go without so that you can have everything that you need? And in most cases, the things that you want. And the looks on their faces were like, oh, we never thought about it. I said, yeah, that's a thought-provoking question. And that's exactly why I asked the question. There are so many things that are taken for granted. And I said, do you know how many bad days your parents probably have at work? But they do that because they've done two things. They've taken on the personal responsibility to make sure that you have what you need, and in most cases, again, what you want. And they've also taken on the huge accountability for making sure that you have what you need and what you want. So it's about responsibility and accountability for them. And I wanted to just end this message sharing a quick story about the importance of making sure that you tell people that you're thankful for them, regardless of what kind of past relationships you've had with them. Years ago in my previous line of work, I was a sous chef at a hotel, and the dining room manager and I got in a huge argument on a Saturday night, really busy. Of course, our emotions got the better of us in the heat of the moment. And normally we would resolve our issues at the end of the night and we go, hey, sorry, everything was good. Well, this one was one of those real big arguments, and we just both left the building that night and didn't speak. Well, later that night, I had gotten a message on my phone because my phone rang and I probably noticed her and I didn't answer. And she left a voicemail and it was a little sarcastic. Well, good night to you too. And then after hanging it up, I'm like, well, you know what? She made the effort to reach out to me and say, to try to mend our disagreement. So I decided next morning I was going to go and apologize, and we're going to, maybe everything is going to be hunky dory. Well, unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to do that, because later that particular night, that Saturday night, she was killed in a drive-by shooting. She wasn't the target. Her boyfriend at the time was the target. She happened to be in the line of fire and lost her life. And she had 3 young children. And I share that with you so that you understand the importance of not going without thanking people for the people in your life that are important to you, regardless of how minimal you think what they do is. So, hey, remember, Coach T, and this message I gave to you tonight, it's all about educating you, motivating you, and supporting your parents. Have a great night. Take care.